Hello, my nerdlings. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. I know what y'all are thinking. What? Two TBRs in the month of April? What is she on? So, story time. Um, last month, I went to my local library because they were having a trivia night. And I met a friend for the first time in person. Me and her have been friends on Facebook for years. I don't know how we became friends on Facebook, but we're friends on Facebook. And well, we were teammates in the trivia thing. She shared on Facebook, who wants to be my teammate? And I said, me. But anyways, so we do the trivia, we have a blast, and then we spend the next hour walking around the library, just talking and getting to know each other, truly know each other and whatnot. And she tells me about this Facebook group she belongs to. And she's like, we do monthly reading challenges, and then we get together and do a craft sometimes. You should join it. You would love it. So she adds me to it. And I learned that the monthly reading challenges are based on musicals. And I am a geek about musicals. So this month, it's Rock of Ages. Let me tell you how excited I am that this is Rock of Ages. I love Rock of Ages. So I decided I'm going to participate because you get prizes for participation, and we like that. So I'll tell you the prizes in a moment, but the rules are all books need to be finished in April to count. Valid. Books must be a minimum of 50 pages or more. Shit, I'm questioning if one of my books is 50 pages. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll find out. Books only count for one prompt, but can also count as a buddy read or a 2025 challenge. There's different challenges within the groups, and you get prizes. So prizes. For 3 prompts completed, you get an adorable crocheted butterfly keychain from member in the community. I'm not going to say their name, but everybody chips in the prizes each month. The month of November, I made bookmarks. Super excited. 6 prompts, you get a keychain and a blind date with a book donated by member B. So member A makes the keychain, member B donates a blind date with a book. And then, completing all 9 prompts, you get the keychain, the blind date, and a mystery prize from the host of the group. So, super exciting, right? So, this is my TBR for these 9 prompts. There are 2 of the 9 from my already 9 book TBR that Mikey picked out. So we're looking at an 18 book month if I complete this. But we can do it. So prompt 1 is Just Like Paradise takes place on a tropical island. So I had to do some research, guys. I had to type into Google books that take place on a tropical island. And of course, none of them I owned except one of them. And that is Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. I don't know what this book is about whatsoever. The back doesn't tell me much other than it's a satirical commentary on modern man and his madness. But when you go on Goodreads, it says it's filled with scientists and G-men and ordinary folks caught up in a game. These assorted characters chase each other around in search of the world's most important and dangerous substance, a new form of ice that freezes at room temperature. At one time, this novel could be found on the bookshelf of every college kid in America. It's still a fabulous read. Great place to start if you're young enough to have missed the first Vonnegut craze. That tells me nothing, right? On here, it's an apocalyptic tale of the planet's ultimate fate. It features a midget as a protagonist. That's not politically correct. A complete original theology created by a calypso singer, and a vision of the future that is once blackly fatalistic and hilariously funny. A book that is left an incredible mark on an entire generation of readers. It tells me nothing. Nothing. Um, but my husband's friend on um, from video games that he met on the Xbox recommended it. So I bought it. And now I'm going to read it. Prompt number 2. We built this city on rock and roll. 50% takes place in a city. And for that, I'm going to go with The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This book takes place in Vancouver, 50% in the city. This is book 2 in the Vancouver Storm series. An NHL staffer gets revenge on her ex by fake dating his rival teammate, but soon discovers her very real feelings for him in this fiery hockey romance. Because, of course, I need to have a hockey romance on my TBR somewhere. I'm super excited for this. So Hazel Hartley is a physiotherapist for Vancouver Storm. She fakes date her ex's rival, Rory Miller, top scorer in the league, an arrogant, flirtatious hockey player she tutored in high school. Ooh, so they have a history too. Great. Okay. So 50% set in the city. And then book 3, or prompt 3, is Every Rose Has Its Thorn. There's a flower on the cover. And for that, I'm going to go with The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. There is an entire garden on this cover. You got some, I think that's lavender or something hanging up there. You got some more flowers down here. Okay, we're going with this one. So this, a lush cottagecore tale full of stolen spellbooks, unexpected friendships, sweet jams, and even sweeter love. Like a Hallmark rom-com full of mythical creatures and fueled by cinnamon rolls and magic, the Spell Shop will heal your heart and feed your soul. This is on my monthly TBR. This was chosen by Mikey, so I decided to squeeze it in because I surprisingly don't have many books with flowers on the cover. So there's that. And can we just talk about this little cat griffin looking thing on that? Look at that. It's so cute. Anyways, prompt number 4. Nothing but a good time. Book is fun to read. So this one is another recommendation from a friend, and that's Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. That last name, it's giving me very cinnamon vibes. So in this is a lit RPG where let's see. Coast Guard vet Carl and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, try to survive the end of the world or just get to the next level in a video game-like trap-filled fantasy dungeon. A dungeon that is actually the set of a reality television show with countless viewers across the galaxy, exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug-dealing llamas. This isn't your ordinary game show. That sounds like a blast. My coworker, Acadia, recommended me this book. She's like, Nikki, it is hilarious. It is so funny. She told me about it 1 week, and then literally when I talked to her about books a week and a half later, she was on book 3 in the series. And I'm like, bet. Wanted, Dead or Alive, there is a hunt for a criminal Okay, this is the book where I'm not sure if it's 50 pages, and that's The Hound of Baskerville by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is obviously Sherlock Holmes, and it's 178 pages. Perfect. I know nothing about this book. Uh, the Baskerville curse has laid its deadly finger on every member of the family for hundreds of years. So when the new heir, Sir Henry, arrives from Canada to claim his inheritance, his first calls on Sherlock Holmes at 221B Baker Street. With his good friend Dr. Watson, Sherlock Holmes finds himself embroiled in one of the most thrilling investigations of his long and distinguished career as he sets out to save his client from a dreadful hound. I'm guess this is the only thing I could think of where there's a hunt for a criminal. Someone's got to be killing this family, right? So, the Hound of Baskerville. Next, we have a Rock of Ages was opened in New York City in 2009. Read a book published from 2009. I Googled this shit. And I own only one book published from 2009, which I'm surprised I even own a book from that long ago. One of the ones that was published in 2009 that I was kind of like interested in picking up was part of the Hunger Games series, but it's not the first book, so can't do that. So I went with Body Check by Elle Kennedy, another hockey romance. This is Elle Kennedy's first hockey romance, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she wrote it in her early 20s. It's her very first contemporary romance and first hockey romance to boot. So in this, you have Hayden Houston, who is a young woman that's been dragged around the country by her hockey coach father. And then there's a hockey star named Brody Croft that plays for Hayden's dad. They have a one-night stand. But apparently, Brody doesn't get the hint that it was supposed to be a one-night stand. He catches feelings. A complicated relationship with a bad boy hockey player is exactly what she never wanted, but when it comes to Brody, Hayden is realizing that people can be so much more than what they seem. So, there's that. Nice and short, too, for an Elle Kennedy. $284. Nice and short for an Elle Kennedy. Since her most recent publish is this chonker. Then, let's see. Prompt number 7. Sister Christian. Main character has a sister. And so for that, I'm going to go with Beneath the Stars by Emily McIntyre. This is a new purchase for me. Alina Carson meets Chase Adams when she's 11 years old after he moves in down the street carrying nothing but a chip on his shoulder and dimples in his cheeks. Immediately, she falls, loving him before she even knows what loving is. But becoming best friends with Chase's little sister means he's off limits no matter how much their connection screams for something more. So Chase is obviously a main character, and he has a sister. So she has this unrequited love for him when they're kids, and now that they're adults and he has come back from something, he's taking over the family business, and things blossom from there. I love Emily's writing. She absolutely love. Okay, it's got a playlist. All right, it has a Spotify playlist. Listen to these songs, and it just, ugh. Okay, Rewrite the Stars by Zac Efron and Zendaya. Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. Unsteady by Ex Ambassadors. Linger by the Cranberries. Who Knew by James Bradshaw. See You Later by Jenna Rain. Bigger Than the Whole Sky by Taylor Swift. The Scientist by Coldplay. All Too Well by Taylor Swift. Lover of Mine, 5 Seconds of Summer. You're Still the One by Bailey Rushlow. And Forever by Ben Harper. If that's the vibe, oof, yes, I need it. There is a reader discretion is advised. Strong language, explicit sexual scenes, and mature situations that may be triggering for some. So there's that. Next, for prompt number 8, we have Don't Stop Believing. Main character is a small town girl. And for that, we are going with The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laurie Gilmore. This is book 4 in the Dream Harbor series. This is a small town spicy romance. So we have a world-renowned chef, single dad Archer, who has moved to Dream Harbor. Because Dream Harbor needs a chef and he needs help raising his daughter. Iris has never been able to hold down a job. So when Mayor Kelly suggests it suggests Iris being Archer's live-in nanny, she almost runs for the opposite direction. Now Iris finds herself in a whole new world, one where her gorgeous new boss lives right across the hall and likes to cook topless. Keeping everything strictly professional should be easy, right? That'll be interesting. And then last one is Playbill. Book has a blue and orange on the cover. Phoenix Keeper by S.A. McLean. You can't get more blue and orange than this. This is about a young girl that she is a zookeeper for mythical beasts. She focuses primarily on phoenixes. She's the head phoenix keeper. But then something bad happens. Let's see. Poachers, and then there's a heist, and there's all kinds of stuff. From one of the most exciting new voices in fantasy comes a warm hug of a novel featuring a magical zoo teeming with mythical beasts and a soul-restoring queer romance at its heart. I like it. Can't wait. And I just love the cover. Anyways, so there's that. Those are the 9 books that I am going to try to read this month in order to win prizes. I honestly will be happy if I get 6. If I manage to read 6 of these, I will be happy. But if I can get all 9, yes, we can do this. Anyways, like the video if you did, comment down below if you've made it this far. Pop in an emoji of, I don't know, a purple heart or something. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more. And until next time, you are loved and you are valid.